Good afternoon and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We are thrilled to have you with us today. Get ready for an exciting show. We'll watch a fascinating glass blowing demonstration at a station in Farmville. We're visiting a smokehouse in Edenton with fantastic barbecue. Plus, you will find out how to save some coins when you dine at this amazing ENC restaurant. That's all coming up soon, but now let's get into what makes this day special.
So today is Earth Day.
Earth Day!
Yes, we love Earth.
It's where we live. It's where we thrive.
Yes. So the first Earth Day was in 1970.
Wow.
So this is the 55th Earth Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It was started by a senator from Wisconsin named Gaylord Nelson. And he started it in April of 1970 after an oil spill in California in 1969 that really highlighted some of the environmental impacts that we have on Earth. So he wanted to make a day to bring attention to how to take care of the environment and conservation and appreciating Earth and its resources. So the theme this year is Our Power, Our Planet.
Ooh.
And it is supposed to bring attention and promote renewable energy sources.
Okay.
And there's a goal to, I forget what the exact number is, but there was a goal to be on mostly renewable energy by like 2030 or something.
Oh, okay. I have heard about that.
Yes.
I have.
Yeah. And Earth Day, it started in the US, but it is now celebrated by over 190 countries.
Oh, wow. That's a
So
lot.
it is global and it is widespread.
Yeah, which makes so much sense.
Yes,
And
because everyone lives on Earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's really cool how there's themes for each year. Like, I really like that.
Yes.
That's really cool about Earth Day.
Like, last year was something about plastics and was bringing attention to the dangers of single-use plastics and ways that you can use more recyclable materials.
Yeah.
And fun fact, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, was created as a result of the first Earth Day. Yeah.
Very cool.
It began later that year.
Wow.
So celebrate the Earth today.
Celebrate the Earth. Take care of our planet.
Appreciate her.
Yes, appreciate it.
Yes.
She's a beauty.
Yes, she is.
Well, today is also Jelly Bean Day, which is fun.
I love jelly beans.
Jelly beans are so cute. I mean, they're just cute little
they're
candies,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
So it's just celebrating jelly beans in general. They're made up of sugar, cornstarch, and or corn syrup and starch. And they come in, an assortment of colors. And they became popular in the 1920s. And then they became more associated with Easter in the 1930s.
Okay.
And that's because of like their shape, because it's like an egg. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So-
See, I think for Easter one year, I got like a little toy chicken that pooped jelly beans.
Oh, wow.
Or it was a bunny. It was either a bunny or a chicken that just pooped little jelly beans. It was really fun.
That's fun. I'm sure that was amusing to see.
It was really fun. Have you ever played Bean Boozled?
Yes.
With like the jelly beans, that there's one color that has two different flavors, and you're either eating like lemon or rotten eggs.
Yeah, I haven't played that in so long, but I remember that.
It is so disgusting.
Yeah.
Like there was one,
not
it was
good.
like either apple or skunk spray.
Oh, yeah.
I got skunk spray and I almost threw up. It was disgusting.
That brings back so many memories, that game. Yeah, that's not pleasant. That's not pleasant.
But jelly beans.
Yes, eat some jelly beans.
But the good ones, not the bad ones.
Good ones. Definitely. So it's time for our ENC event. The Greenville Museum of Art Ball is this Saturday, the 26th, at the Hilton in Greenville from 6 to 10 p.m. This is one of the largest events that the museum hosts every year, and you can enjoy live music by Trainwreck, auctions, fine dining, and dancing, all to support the museum's mission to inspire, educate, and connect people through visual arts by way of their collections, exhibitions, and programs. Tickets include a full meal, drinks, and entertainment, and black tie is also recommended. For tickets and just for more information, make sure to visit the Greenville Museum of Art website.
How fun!
Very fun.
Do you want to dress up for a little night
Yes,
out?
a little black tie moment. I love that.
And the Greenville Museum of Art is so awesome.
Oh, they're so amazing. You may be wondering what's behind me. Coming up after the break, we'll learn how to do an art that involves some really extreme heat. Stay with us, you won't want to miss it. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia. Today we are back at the glass station in Farmville to learn how glass blowing works. Michael is going to be making a vase for us today, so let's see how it works.
All right, well, I'm going to make a little small vase to show off some of the technical side of working hot glass.
Okay.
I'm starting on a preheated blowpipe. We give it a quick dip in water to clean off the tip in case there's any carbon or soot on it.
Okay.
And I'm going into our furnace, which is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where we keep our molten clear glass.
Okay.
Now inside there is a big crucible, a ceramic bowl essentially, that is full of molten clear glass. And when it's full, it holds about 400 pounds.
Wow.
Now to make the glass color, what we can do is we buy pre-made color glasses, and they're crushed up in different consistencies for us. And glass is sticky to other glass when it's hot, so I can dip right in and pick some up. But each coat I have to melt in, but I can put on as many layers as I want.
Okay. What color did you choose?
That right there is just white.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put white on, and then I'm gonna put some purple on.
Ooh, pretty. Rotating is one of the most important parts of glass blowing, right? Like making
yes.
sure you're just constantly rotating.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I would actually say it is probably the biggest learning hurdle in
Gotcha.
learning to work hot glass.
Okay.
That you have to constantly be rotating and keeping it on center, and we're making micro corrections the entire time that we're working. All right, so I rolled it out on our steel table there.
Okay.
And I got it into a pretty even, clean shape. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow some air into it. I cap the pipe while I'm blowing. The heat of the glass will expand that air, and we should start seeing the glass get wider. There it goes.
Oh, very cool.
Stretching it out a little. It's a little dumpy for my taste. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna use a tool called a block to get some initial clean shape to this.
Okay.
These are basically handheld wooden molds. And we use it usually just with glass fresh out of the furnace to shape it like a Q-tip. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a constriction right towards the end of the pipe. This is called a jack line. And I'm going to start blowing. So glass blowing is very much a team sport, and learning to be an assistant is just as important as learning to be able to make the work yourself. Here, I'll give you a job to do. I'm going to do a flash.
Okay.
And when I tell you, I want you to hold the tweezers just like this.
Okay.
And with the back end here, I want you to gently tap this waste glass. Do it gently at first because we can always hit it harder.
Okay.
Okay. Try to hit just the glass. Go ahead.
Right here?
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, yes, I did it. Didn't mess anything up. Good.
Our standard cycle here is 16 hours for cool down. These are very well insulated kilns, so they generally take about 24 hours. So these won't even be coming out of the kiln until Thursday.
Awesome. Well, it turned out beautiful. Thank you so much for showing us, Michael.
My pleasure.
It's time for Quick Draw, where we draw something random in 30 seconds or less. And today I am going to draw.
You're gonna draw the Earth.
Thank you.
Ready and go.
Okay.
But also, one more thing about Earth Day. Did you know that it's on April 22nd, largely because of college schedules? Because the day was designed as a way to educate college students.
Oh,
So they wanted to plan it around when college students would have free time. 10 seconds.
Got it.
And this is right in between like spring break and finals. So
Gotcha.
they like
That's interesting.
3, 2,
I think I'm done.
1.
It's not that good.
That is the Earth.
It's the Earth.
That is the Earth. You have the North and South Pole.
You get the vision.
You have all the continents. That's North and South America.
Got Antarctica.
Got Antarctica. We have Africa. This is
Asia.
Europe erasure.
Yes.
We don't need Europe anymore. Asia.
I'm Katie Riccatelli, and coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, this isn't your typical barbecue joint. Find out what's cooking up in there straight ahead. Old Colony Smokehouse in Edenton is fired up about barbecue. Built on 3 generations of tradition, owner and pitmaster Adam Hughes is starting the Southern Culinary Revival, using classic Southern culinary practices and ingredients to make award-winning barbecue. After winning state, national, and international barbecue championships, as well as an episode of Food Network's Chopped, Hughes garnered attention for his award-winning cooking. As a result, he opened Old Colony Smokehouse in Edenton in December of 2019. But before the accolades, the Bertie County native discovered his passion for barbecue out of a bit of desperation during his time at East Carolina University.
So I grew up in a family, traditional family, and my mom cooked 3 meals a day. When I got to college, my first night there, I realized I didn't know how to cook. I had never thought about it before I got there because my mom had always cooked for me. So I learned how to brown hamburger, you know, simple things, but that wasn't really that good to me because I was used to eating really good food growing up. So we found a grill in the dumpster of our apartment complex in Greenville. And I had a part-time job at Lowe's at the time, so I was able to source some parts to get it back going. Got it back going, learned how to use it, and I cooked every meal on the grill the entire time I was in college. My grandfather, he was a hog farmer over in Bertie County, and my grandmother had a butcher shop. Learned a lot from them, both in technical skills with butchery and usage, no waste, things like that, freshness, but even soft skills like customer service and hospitality and things like that.
So you were talking about freshness, and you guys make everything fresh every day,
Fresh
right?
every day, yeah. You know, a common theme in barbecue is to cook a whole bunch at one time and reheat it until it's sold out and then cook a bunch more. And we get asked often, hey, what day do you cook barbecue? We cook barbecue every day.
On top of their meats and sides, Old Colony Smokehouse also has their own array of barbecue sauces, which feature a variety of regional influences that Hughes picked up while traveling for competitions. They include a mayo-based sauce inspired by Alabama barbecue, a mustard-based one that nods to South Carolina, their whole hog vinegar sauce with roots right here in ENC, and their particularly unique signature and cheerwine sauces.
So our signature sauce, that is actually a 3rd generation recipe that was based on my mom's recipe, which was based on my grandmother's recipe. One I'm most proud of is a cheerwine barbecue sauce. To me, it's the perfect drink to go with barbecue. So, you know, we're sitting there drinking cheerwine, eating barbecue, and thought, hey, this would be cool to put in a sauce. We offer an experience that you don't just find every day. Number one, we do whole hog barbecue over wood coals. Secondly, we do authentic Texas style beef brisket. And if you look in the entire country, there's not a single place in the entire country that's cooking whole hog barbecue and authentic Texas style beef brisket under the same roof on their everyday menu. We have 9 other everyday meats, and we also have scratch-made sides. They're all meant to specifically complement the meat, and they're all based on family recipes. We also have a really extensive dessert program here. They're all handmade in-house, and we rotate those out every other day. We're open here Wednesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 6, and we're open on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 3, unless we sell out early. We do sell out of some things throughout the day, but typically if you get here 10 minutes before closing, we're gonna have something left for you to eat. But if you got your heart set on one thing in particular, it's best not to show up 30 minutes before closing because, you know, you never can tell.
You can find out more about Old Colony Smokehouse by visiting their website at oldcolonysmokehouse.com or by social media on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Old Colony Smokehouse.
It's time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that you can make your home smell fresh by putting essential oil in your vacuum? Just add a few drops of your essential oil to the vacuum filter as you clean. It's supposed to release a calming scent and make your whole home smell fresh.
That is so smart.
Right?
Because also, vacuum filters start smelling bad.
Yeah, and I love essential oils. And that's a really great way to just like really get it in the groove of your carpet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
and
really.
then it's releasing it into the carpet, and carpet holds smell.
Holds stuff very well.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I never thought to do that.
That's really smart. And you could pick whichever essential
Whatever
oil
scent you want. Lavender.
You could make it smell like lavender. You could make it smell like citrus.
Eucalyptus.
It could smell like peppermint.
Lemongrass. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's yeah.
smart.
We got to do that. So now it's time for us to get into trivia. North Carolina has the most species of which amphibian? Is it A, salamanders, B, frogs, C, newts, or D, toads? We'll have the answer right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Coming up on Be Our Guest, we're headed to Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern to try their 7 cuisines with a creative twist. All right, we are back. So if you guessed A, salamanders, you're correct. North Carolina is home to 65 distinct species of salamanders, making it the most diverse salamander population in the world. They can often be found in damp environments near wetlands, ponds, creeks, and rivers, and are typically under logs or rocks.
This segment is sponsored by Main and Mill.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today, we are at Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern in Winterville. Make sure to go to WNCT.com and get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast. We are here with Maria Munoz, the manager and bartender here at Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to welcome you guys in and show you all the great stuff that we have.
With the oysters come our homemade cocktail sauce that Alex, our oyster shucker, makes. Homemade vignettes, like a vinegar-based, cucumbers, onions, and cream horseradish.
Now tell us about these tacos. Oh my God.
So these are actually one of my absolute favorite dishes that we have on the menu. It took me a long time to try because I was a little weary about like tuna and tacos in general. I don't know, but they're fantastic. They're lightly seared. The tuna melts in your mouth, and you get a lot. Like they're huge portion. They will absolutely fill you up. So this is our cranberry and pecan salad. It's got blackened chicken on it. It doesn't come with it, but you can add any protein you want: salmon, shrimp, crab cake, whatever. It has fresh blackberries, a delicious homemade blackberry vinaigrette, candied pecans, goat cheese, onions. It's really, really good. And it's all over best spinach.
Love that.
Super healthy, a great option.
Yeah. And another great size as well.
Yeah,
Great portion.
that's something here, like you are gonna be full.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's great. Now let's move into this salmon dish.
Yeah, so moving more into our entree choices, this is our honey buttered salmon. Homemade honey butter with a little bit of a lime into it. It's over white rice and panko parmesan crusted asparagus. It's another fantastic choice.
Now moving on to this pasta dish. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so like I was saying, more of a richer option, a little bit heavier, but it gives you that like southern hug. It's so good. It's got a little bit of a kick to it.
Okay.
Covered with 4 juicy scallops.
Now we move into dessert. Tell us what we have.
So this is one of our very, very new desserts that we recently just added like this last week to the menu. It is a banana pudding and cookie pie. So it has this delicious cookie crust, banana pudding cheesecake, cookie mousse, and you see it's topped with all those delicious cookie pieces. So this is one of our new ones. We're gonna be releasing a fall cocktail menu up in the coming weeks. It's a pumpkin spice latte inspired cocktail. Yeah, so we'll call it PSL for short.
Love.
It's got homemade pumpkin spice syrup mixed with cold brew concentrate, rum chata, and of course vanilla liquor, or vanilla vodka, sorry.
Okay, great. That looks delicious. Now tell us about this one
So
here.
this one is the Channel Orange. So this has mezcal, Aperol, gin, pineapple, demi, syrup, and orange.
And so Main and Mill is also family owned and operated?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So David Munoz, my brother, is the owner here. He's here a lot, always working. You'll see me a lot here. My sister works in the back, and his son always works in the back. So everywhere you are, there's a little bit of Munoz touch. Our hands are involved. We are here.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for allowing us to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. I'm really, really excited for everyone to be able to come and enjoy.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig in.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. These are just some of the delicious menu items that Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern have. Make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab, and get your $50 gift certificate for only $25 before they sell out.
This segment is sponsored by Main and Mill.
It's time for This or That, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer action or thriller movies?
I think action, because I'm not much of a horror person,
Yeah.
and thriller usually leans more into horror.
It definitely can, and I do not like horror movies, so
But
action is
Action,
exciting.
like fight scenes,
That's
and
exciting.
superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in agreement
We're
here.
in agreement. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we will see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by The Glass Station, Old Colony Smokehouse, and Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern.